Hello, this is Alyssa with Patriot Marketing. We had reached out to you, I want to say last week, maybe on Friday. I think we spoke to Claudia, and we promised this free custom video. And I normally would have sent this out later on in the day. However, there was something that came up. My husband and we had a death in the family, so I do apologize for the delay in this video. However, here it is, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Just wanted to provide you some value and give you a few tips and tricks on how to increase and maximize the traffic and business you'd be getting online. And so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So first of all, I wanted to point out a couple of things I liked about your website. There's these pictures going through that shows your work, your family owned and operated, but the work, it just shows you guys doing that and such. That's always good to provide customers with what they could be having. And also, I like the click to call button here. It helps with conversion rates, converting people over as a client, as well as the email. That way it helps you get in touch with your potential clients faster. So with that said, there was a couple things I did notice. There's not a whole lot of content on here, and content, what I mean is anything I can highlight, whether it be text or pictures. In this case, I'd be talking about the text, as there's just a few snippets about different things. There should be a lot more about each of the different services as well. And the reason why you want a lot of content is because you want to rank for a lot of different keywords. Keywords, for example, San Diego roofing or roofing San Diego. Metal roofing San Diego has a low competition word but a high search volume, so that would be one that you want to search for or rank for. And all of these have their own search volume per month, these keywords. And all of these combined add up to a total search volume for your field of work and area of service of 2.1 thousand search volume. And that's a lot of volume to be had that you are not getting because you don't have these keywords within your content. And so when people search them, you don't come up in their search. And it's really, they can't find you that way. So it's really important to put yourself in a position to be found, and how you would do that would be having a website with a lot of content containing the keywords you want and need to be found for. And it is so crucial for a website because when Google crawls your website, they not only see that you have that content, but the keyword verbatim within your content, and it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently because Google believes the more content you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. So they, because their whole goal is that when someone is searching on their platform, that they find the information that they're looking for. So if somebody was searching for roofing San Diego, then the people that they deem to be more of an expert in that field are going to rank higher because they want them taken care of. So long story short, more content you have, the more likely you are to be found, because Google wants the people searching on their platform to find their information quickly and efficiently. So with that concludes my my first tip for you. My second tip I would have for you would be to build upon this Google business profile. It would really maximize the traffic you're getting online as well as your business online. And what I mean by that is when people search for any given keyword, there's a lot of ways in which people can convert over as a client. First of all, you have these local ads up here. These capture the people that click on the very first thing that they see. They are also Google guaranteed up to a certain dollar amount. So if something happens or goes wrong, the people using the local ads trust that Google will make it right monetarily. Also, when you hover your mouse over these local ads, there's a little phone number here that drops down, and people can click on that to call. And as we were talking about click to call buttons earlier, they help with conversion rates. People, if they're already taking the time of day to call you, they're more likely to convert over as a client. So these have high conversion rates. Typically located under the local ads are the Google ads themselves. So I'm going to go over here. It is your field of work, not the area that you serve, but these have regular Google ads. They don't have high conversion rates. However, they put you in a position, because of their location on the page being under the local ads, to be seen by a lot of different people. And they're also a lot cheaper. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is this Google Map Pack. So the people who search this way, they want to see a company that is local and in the area. It can pull up to 40% of the traffic coming in on a keyword. So with that said, if we were using a search volume of, say, I'm using Roofing San Diego, so 250, you would be, the search volume, the 40% would be 100 of that number. So if we take a look here, that would be going straight to your competition here. And so the rest of it, that's a good chunk of that traffic, but the rest of that 60% is going to trickle out down through this page here, dwindling as you go down. And that kind of is where ranking organically comes in. So ranking organically is a great way to pull traffic to your website. The concept is pretty simple. The higher you're ranking in Google, the more traffic you're going to pull to your website. So people up here are doing way better than down here, and people rarely go to that second page of Google. So it's really important that when you're ranking, that you're ranking high enough to be seen on the first page so you get that traffic to your website. That concludes my second tip for you. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my third one, which actually does have to deal with ranking organically. In order to rank organically, and here's where we get technical, you have to build the strength of your website. And I have your website plugged in here that shows where you're at in your online presence. So if we take a look here, in order to build that strength, you need backlinks and referring domains. So backlinks are not all created equal, unfortunately. You have good quality backlinks and bad quality backlinks. You got some good quality backlinks, but here is a low quality one at a 0. You would probably want to replace these with higher quality backlinks. You have a mess, a whole mess ton of backlinks, I saw. But I would definitely replace those 0s with some better quality backlinks, and maybe even these single digit ones up to a higher quality of backlinks, so that way you can rank higher. Referring domains, the best way to describe what that is for example, is somebody, you provided services for someone and they decided to blog about the services that you provided them, and there's a link back to your website. So that would count as a referring domain. These can pack a lot of power, some more than others. So we take a look at your referring domains. You have a high power one right here. The higher the number, the higher the power, and also it just means that it's more trusted by Google. But you also have some 0s here. These don't have very much power, and also some of them, like even if they're high power, some of them may not even be related to what your field of service and area that you're in. So it's really important that you have relevant referring domains. So yeah, replacing these 0s with better or higher power or more trusted by Google ones would be good for you to do. And so you're getting with the referring domains, the more power you have with that. So if you got rid of those 0s and replaced them with higher power ones, you'd be getting more power. So the more power you have with that, the higher these numbers are going to be, and generally you want as high of a number as possible, and at a 1-to-1 ratio with UR and DR. So I'm not understanding why you're at a 1 in UR and 0.3 in DR. You're almost at a 1-to-1 ratio, but generally we want to see roofers and contractors in general in the 20s, 30s, 40s range. I'm not entirely sure why you're this low, but if we go here to URL, let's see if that changes something. So this would just be the home page. Okay, so it did drop it a little bit, it looks like. So, yeah, it did drop it a little bit, the numbers. So, with that said, it looks like not all of your SEO is focused on the home pages, which is what you want to do. So, with that said, we go back to domain here. I want to take a look at some of the keywords. We were talking about keywords because you see that you're getting a lot of traffic here, but I'm letting it load, sorry. So you see that you're getting a lot of traffic here per month, 204, but if we take a look at those keywords that you're ranking for your name a lot, like that is the majority of what you're ranking for, and you're ranking for some national keywords that aren't narrowed to a specific area. So if somebody finds you from like Bakersfield, California, you're outside of their area, so they're likely going to use someone who's closer. They might just pass through, but they're not going to convert over as a client. You want some more narrowed keywords. And also, this is an irrelevant keyword, Slay Salazar. I have no idea what that is. State licensing, I don't know, that isn't relevant. These aren't relevant keywords. So you're getting traffic from these keywords, people who are searching on these keywords, coming through and not converting over as clients because you're not what they're looking for. So and also some of these aren't area specific. So these keywords, whereas you are ranking for keywords, you're not ranking for the correct ones. Now, let's take a look at one of your competitors. I found these guys ranking organically number 1. They are San Diego Roofing Inc. This is their website as soon as it loads. It should have loaded already, but this is their website. This is what it looks like. I believe they could use more content. However, what I really wanted you to see was this here. So they're in that 20s, 30s range with UR and DR, 71.7 thousand backlinks, and have 155 referring domains, ranking for 1.1 thousand organic keywords, organic traffic of 934. So that they are beating you in everything here. I can guarantee that not all of these are high quality. They're in that range that we want to see them, almost a 1-to-1 ratio, just 5 off. But if we take a look at their stuff, and these were loaded before, I swear, but they have good quality. They have some single digit ones, but they also have a 0 here. So you could beat them out. It is reachable to beat them out with their backlinks. They just have a whole lot more than you do. So adding a whole bunch of those backlinks could beat them out. Also, referring domains, if we take a look at them, they have a lot of high power ones. They also have a couple zeros. They have a lot of zeros here, so they are beatable with these referring domains. So you could get more power if you replace some of your zeros too, and just adding more referring domains to add more power to your website in order to bump yourself up. So if we take a look at their organic keywords, this is probably where they're doing better. They're ranking for the targeted keywords, the more narrowed keywords that gets them more of a narrowed audience, the people that they want to come to their website. Roofing company near me, roofing San Diego roofing. Of course, this is a national keyword. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but these ones are really good service keywords. So you want to rank for the service keywords because when people are searching, they're not looking for your company name. They're looking for these service keywords. So it's really important to keep that in mind. But these guys have that, and that's where they're beating you, is the keywords and such like that. So I would definitely focus on that. Without those keywords and that content, without ranking for the correct keywords, you're really limiting the amount of business you could be getting online. I hope this has been helpful and informative. My main tips for you would be to add more content, the correct keywords to rank for in that content, as well as adding more backlinks and referring domains to really bump these numbers up. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can reach out to my husband or I. We would love to get in touch with you in whatever time works best for you and help you out in any way that we can. So with that, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.